ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्मविद्या योगविद्या सम्प्रदायकर्तृभ्यो वंशऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः ओम येरिमे गुरुवे पूर्वं बलवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्व वेदान्ताः योगाः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम् ओम शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ओम परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म विद्या योग विद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण योग वेदांत दर्शन साधन द्वारा आत्मानुभूति कैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य वैदिक हैंदव संस्कृतेः शास्त्राणां मोक्षमार्गाणां पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वव्याप्ति द्वारा विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति एकता शांति पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थम अस्मिन् धर्म संस्थापने कंकणबद्ध अस्माकं सा सर्वेषां धर्म संस्थापन कार्ये निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थम अनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री पतंजलि महर्षि प्रणीत योग दर्शन शास्त्रस्य व्यास भाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्नं कैवल्यार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे आदौ योगदर्शनाचार्याणां स्मरणं नमनं प्रार्थना ओम हिरण्यगर्भाय नमः ओम हिरण्यगर्भाय नमः ओम हिरण्यगर्भाय नमः ओम कपिलमहर्षये नमः ओम कपिलमहर्षये नमः ओम कपिलमहर्षये नमः ओम पतंजलिमहर्षये नमः ओम पतंजलिमहर्षये नमः ओम पतंजलिमहर्षये नमः ओम व्यासमहर्षये नमः ओम व्यासमहर्षये नमः ओम व्यासमहर्षये नमः ओम अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः ओम अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः ओम अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः ओम अथ श्री पतंजलि महर्षि प्रणीत योग दर्शन शास्त्रम तृतीय पादम विभूति पादम पंचपंचाशतम अंतिम सूत्रम. We are trying to study the 55th sutra, the last one of the Vibhuti Padam. The subject matter is so simple. Bahiranga sadhana done, become qualified for the Antaranga sadhanas. Antaranga sadhanas mastered, obtained the Sayyama of the Chitta. Chitta Samyama is mastered, established in it, became confident by using it in various tasya bhumishu vinyogaha, various bhumis. As a result of which siddhis were coming. The attainments of siddhis are only to say that we are mastering that Sayyama. By themselves, siddhis are not the goals. Done now with this capacity of Samyama mastered, while experimenting it in various fields as shown by the Shastras and getting surely the siddhis again as told by the Shastras, finally we have come that this Sanyama Shakti has to be used for the Kaivalya Prapti. One of the techniques of the Kaivalya Prapti is Kshana Tatkramayoho Sanyamat Vivekaja Jnanam. That Vivekaja Jnana helps us in differentiating the Shuddha Sattaguna Yukta Buddhi Tattva and the Chaitanya Yukta Chaitanya Swarupa Purusha Tattva. Then identifying with the Purusha Tattva, keeping away the Buddhi Sattva, we are realized or liberated, called as Kaivalyam. केवल मैं ही हूँ, मुझे प्रकृति से, प्रकृति का व्यक्तिकरण अंतःकरण से, अंतःकरण के अंदर तीन गुण से, तीन गुणों के कारण होने वाले अनेक अनेक वृत्तियों से वृत्तियों के प्रॉम्प्टिंग के कारण करने वाले अनेकानेक कर्मों से, कर्म के कारण होने वाले फलों से, कर्म विपाक से, कर्म विपाक के कारण होने वाले अनेक अनेक जन्म मरण संसार से मुझे संबंध नहीं है, मैं केवल आत्मा हूं. दैट्स कॉल्ड कैवल्य स्थिति. इन वेदांत कैवल्य मीन्स विजातीय सजातीय सगत भेद एकमेवाद्वितीय वस्तु. सेम. Okay. This Kaivalya Sthiti is again defined in the last mantra, and that becomes again launch pad for the fourth pada, whose name itself is Kaivalya Pada. तो चतुर्थ कैवल्य पाद के इंट्रोडक्शन के रूप में एज इफ आखिरी सूत्र में कैवल्य इज एक्सप्लेन्ड सो दैट one gets jignasa. Like, in that first padam, sadhana was told up to the ultimate and said it is for the Uttamadhikari. Immediately we get an inquisitiveness. Then what about the Mandadhikariyam ke liye, Madhyadhikariyam ke liye? Chal wait, come to the second pada. In the second pada, for the Madhyamadhikari sadhana said. Then again somebody says, I am not Uttama, not Madhyama. मैं तो मंद हूँ, अधम हूँ, मेरे लिए अब आ जाओ तुम्हारे लिए. इसी में शुरू करते हैं अष्टांग योग. In the Ashtanga Yoga, up to Bahiranga sadhana told, and the padam is closed. महाराज आपने तो पूरा नहीं बोला, तब दोबारा दूसरे पाद के लिए आ जाओ फिर. In the third pada, then the remaining portion of Ashtanga Yoga, the Antaranga sadhana told. And through Antaranga sadhana, Sanyama, and through Sanyama Prayoga, all siddhis. But siddhis are not the goal. Goal is Kaivalya. Kaivalya is introduced in the last sutra. महाराज और थोड़ा डिटेल में बताइए. Come to the fourth path. गीता में भी ऐसे भगवान लाइक 7th चैप्टर इन द लास्ट श्लोक ऐसे साधि भूतादि दैवम माम साधि यज्ञम च ये विदुः प्रयाण काले विचतमाम ते विदुर युक्त चेतस. नया नया वर्ड इंट्रोड्यूस टू इन्वोक द क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम अर्जुना's माइंड. अर्जुन यह किम तद ब्रह्म किम अध्यात्मम बोलो. प्रश्न बीजम उत्पन्न अर्जुनः पृष्ठवान उवाच. हियर आल्सो कैवल्य कहकर छोड़ेंगे. जिज्ञासु को पूछना मन लगता है व्हाट इज कैवल्य, आ जाओ कैवल्य पाद में आपको पढ़ाएंगे. लाइक दैट. मतलब द ग्लोरी ऑफ आवर ऋषिज एंड मुनीज, इवन डिसाइपल्स आर थ्रू क्वेश्चन एंड आंसर दे कीप ऑन मेंटेनिंग दैट जिज्ञासा शक्ति. दैट्स व्हाट द जिज्ञासा ऑफ द शिष्य makes the guru speak out the great truths. Then that interaction becomes great shastra, useful for subsequent generations. That is there in all our Upanishads, पुराण इतिहास. इसीलिए शंकर भगवान भी जब भाष्य लिखते हैं, he becomes creates a जिज्ञासा पूर्व पक्ष. वो खुद ही बनते हैं पूर्व पक्षी. Then he throws a question, he only gives answers. And he has written some प्रश्नोत्तर मणिरत्नमाला रत्नमालिका. इसमें प्रश्न भी जवाब भी होते हैं. जिज्ञासा. Okay. Now the last sutra says Sattva Purushayoho Shuddhi Samye Kaivalyamiti. Sattva Purushayoho Shuddhi Samye Kaivalyamiti. Sattva Purushayoho Shuddhi Samye Kaivalyamiti. So Sattva Shuddhi, Purusha Shuddhi. Shuddha Purusha, Shuddha Sattva. Almost very close to each other. So much so close that the Sattva do not disturb the Purusha at all. At that stage is called Kaivalyam. Like Bharata, Shatrugna and Lakshmana are so much close to Rama that none of their any behavior, anything, do not influence or touch or disturb Rama. Then therefore Rama is in Kaivalyam, not disturbed by them. Sattva Purushayoho Shuddhi Samye Kaivalyam. Half of it we saw yesterday. Is a sutra. And this is one way of Kaivalya. This Samya Shuddhi of Sattva Purusha. As it is achieved here through Sayama of the Chitta, applied on Kshana Tatkrama, this can be achieved in Bhakti also, through Bhakti, in Vedanta also. Therefore, even though the entire Padam we dedicated for the Siddhis, Siddhis are not necessary things for one to get Kaivalya, rather they become obstructions only if we get caught up there. Then in that case, why it is mentioned? Only to give us a training for our Sayama, to master the Sayama, that's it. Right? What is it? Let's see. Yada nirdhuta rajastamo malam buddhi sattvam. When the buddhi sattva becomes shuddha sattva guni, buddhi sattva means antakarana, freed from all the rajastamo mala, nirdhuta rajastamo mal जब हो जाकर शुद्ध सत्वगुणी हो जाता है हमारा अंतकरण, that time पुरुषस्य अन्यथा प्रत्यय मात्र अधिकारम. At that time, it is only there for the Purusha to be in front, to be seen by the Purusha, to be illuminated and known by the Purusha. It doesn't influence the Purusha at all. Like when two friends love so much. Sometimes it happens between brothers also. कितने प्यार करते हैं. They sit together for half an hour, but there's no subject to talk. There's nothing to gain or lose or complain or talk. बस साथ में रहो बस. मजा आता है वाला प्यार वाला. क्या बात करने, किसके बारे में बात करें, कुछ नहीं. So they are there in the presence of each other, that's it. Nothing to influence each other and do anything. प्यार में साइलेंस हो जाता है, अल्टीमेट प्यार में. When that pyar comes to lower level for some any bhoga, in that pyar the silence goes, the violence comes. Example. So, Purushasya Anyata Pratyaya Matra Adhikara. So, at that time, the Sattva Guna Yukta Buddhi is only there for the Purusha to be illumined. It doesn't influence the Purusha to pull him down to the Jiva sthai. Why is it so? Because in the effort of reaching to the Shuddha Sattva, the qualities in that Buddhi which were making Purusha as Jiva, called as Kleshas, they are burnt. Dagdha Klesha Bijam Bhavati. Kleshas are the Bijam for the Buddhi to become Rajasic Tamasic, which makes the Purusha to identify with it and fall down to the Jiva sthai. Like the children are playing, studying well, mother is doing her work. She need not take up any special role. उनको चोट लग गई तो then the motherhood in her has to come and she has to run and take them. Or if they are doing some shaitanagi, she goes and gives one or two. Same way, if the chitta is shuddha sattva-guni, the atma need not become jiva. Because कुछ ऐसे खास गड़बड़ नहीं है उसमें. But in the chitta, when there is rajotama guna, then the atma identifying with it becomes chitta, becomes the jiva, etc. So वो नहीं है शुद्ध सत्व में. So klesha भी दग्ध क्लेश बीजम भवति. This is called शुद्धि of the सत्व. क्लेश नहीं है और आत्मा को इन्फ्लुएंस नहीं कर रहा है, बस आत्मा के प्रेजेंस में इल्यूमाइंड है. This is called the शुद्धि aspect of the sattva or the अंतःकरण. What is the Shuddhi aspect of Purusha now? पुरुष का शुद्धि क्या है? पुरुष तदा पुरुषस्य शुद्धि सारूप्यमिव आपन्नम भवति. Before that, this Shuddha Buddhi is as Shuddha like the Purusha only. Okay, अब बताते हैं. तदा पुरुषस्य उपरिचित भोगाभाव उपचरित भोगाभावः शुद्धि. At this level, the Shuddhi in the Purusha is upacharita bhoga abhava. Upacharita bhoga and bhoga abhava. This is the Shuddhi of the Purusha. We have seen yesterday, the Prakriti is there for the bhoga and apavarga of the Purusha. Prakriti gave two types of bhoga to Purusha. One bhoga at the Ajnana Avastha of the samsara. Second bhoga of the siddhis. When the chitta was संयमिता and used, वो हो गया अभी, उपचरित हो गया. उपचरित मतलब इट्स जॉब इज अकम्प्लिश्ड. भोग का उपचरित हो गया तो अब भोग नहीं रहेगा. भोग नहीं रहने को अपवर्ग कहते हैं. और भोग अपवर्ग दोनों हो गए तो बुद्धि का पर्पस खत्म हो गया. तो बुद्धि का पर्पस अभी नहीं रहना, चित्त के लिए, सारे आत्मा के लिए, पुरुष के लिए. दैट्स कॉल्ड पुरुषा शुद्धि. पुरुषस्य उपचरित भोग अभाव इज शुद्धि. पुरुष का शुद्धि है वो. ही इज नो मोर नीड टू come under the influence of Prakriti, either for Bhoga or Apavarga. Etasyam avasthayam, this state of being of the Purusha is called as Kaivalyam Bhavati. Is called Kaivalyam. And to achieve this Kaivalya Sthiti, Shuddhi is sufficient. No need of the Siddhis at all. Siddhis का अलग ही टॉपिक, अलग ही ट्रैक है एक्चुअली. जरूरत नहीं, इसके भी बाईपास. दैट इज व्हाई ही सेज ईश्वरस्य अपि अनीश्वरस्य वा. Somebody is an Ishvara and has used that Ishvaratva of the Chitta, that is Sayama, for obtaining all the Vibhutis, or he has not gone into that Vibhuti topic at all. For both of them, this Sthiti can be achieved through this path or Bhakti or Vedanta. That person also is Kaivalya Sthiti mein hai. He has also become Mukta. तो ईश्वरस्य अनीश्वरस्य वा विवेकज ज्ञान भागिनः इतरस्य वा. तो विवेकज ज्ञान भागिनः means the one who developed the vivekaja jnana not only through the Sanyama Chitta applied on Kshana and that Krama, but the vivekaja jnana can be born by the Ishvara Krupa also, by Guru Krupa also, through Bhakti sadhanas, then the Vedanta sadhana also. So therefore, vivekaja jnana bhaginah itarasya. The other one need not be this way tried person, yogi, but somebody through bhakti jnana, but all the three, ज्ञान से चलो, भक्ति से चलो, या योग पद्धति से विवेकज ज्ञान उत्पन्न होना है बस. In the विवेकज ज्ञानम, I am the self. I have nothing to do with the prakriti. In the Sankhya and Yoga, prakriti continues to stay. In Vedanta, I am one without second Brahman. There is nothing other than me. इतना ही फर्क है. नेक्स्ट इज एस न ही दग्ध क्लेश बीजस्य ज्ञाने पुनः अपेक्षा क्वचित् अस्ति. Isn't it? The one chitta in whose all the klesha bijas are burnt, that chitta will not be influencing the buddhi or atman to become the knower. Jnane पुनः अपेक्षा न काचिद् अस्ति. Okay, सत्व शुद्धि द्वारेण एतत् समाधिजम् ऐश्वर्यं च ज्ञानं च उपक्रांतम्. Why is it so? Because in sattva shuddhi dvarena etat samadhijam aishwaryam cha jnanam cha upakrantam. In trying to know the self through the bhakti and jnana margas, for what, through whatever sadhanas, when they were achieving the sattva shuddhi, in that sattva shuddhi effort only, the mastery over the chitta, which is called as aishwaryam here, is achieved, which was required for विवेकज ज्ञान. मतलब योगी को जो विवेकज ज्ञानम संयम करने से होता है, भक्त और ज्ञानी को अंतःकरण शुद्धि से ही वो विवेक ज्ञान आ जाता है. That अंतःकरण शुद्धि भक्ता does by offering everything to Paramatma. The jnani does it by sakshi bhava. So the vivekaja jnanam leads to kaivalyam. Yogi got vivekaja jnana through kramatat kshanatat kramayoho sanyamat vivekaja jnana. Bhakta got it by Bhagavad Krupa, by surrendering to him everything. That sattva shuddhi vivekaja jnanam, उसको इस तरह से आ गया भक्त को. वेदांति को भी By being a Sakshi, all the Ashuddhis of Tattva have gone away, because of which उनका भी विवेक ज्ञान जागृत हो गया. Totally क्या हुआ? Whether you follow Bhakti Marga, Yoga Marga, Jnana Marga, Sattva Shuddhi, Viveka Jnanam, these two are required. So, Sattva Shuddhi Dvarena Etat Samadhijam Aishwaryam cha Jnanam cha Upakrantam. The Samadhija Aishwarya is Sayama. Jnanam is Viveka Jnanam. Upakrantam is achieved by these two people of Bhakti, Bhakta and Jnani in their own path. Now, Klesha Abhavat Karma Vipaka Abhavaha. No, sorry. Paramarthatastu Jnanad Adarshanam Nivartate. For all the three of them, Paramarthatatu Jnanat, when the Vivekaja Jnana gets opened up, in which the Purusha is identified as Purusha and myself, with the Jnanat, क्या होता है? Adarsanam Nivartate. The ignorance of not knowing the self is removed for all the three. Paramarthatato Jnanat Adarsanam Nivartate. What is absolutely achieved by all these three people is the ignorance goes away of the self by the apprehension of the self, experience of the self. Now see the sequence of thoughts now. Ki tasmin nivrutte. When the ajnana avidya gone away, nasanti uttare kleshaha. There is no scope of the kleshas anymore to stay. जब आत्मा का अज्ञान हुआ तभी क्लेश उत्पन्न हो रहे थे. It's like pure Vedanta what we studied. The ignorance of self leading to the Jiva Bhava, leading to the Upadhi Tadatmya, making us see the world, take the world as real, create Ragadvesha Kamana for the world, work for that world, things, then get the follow for that, go to different Janma Marana. This was the whole thing in Vedanta. What is solution Vedanta? Give a break to all this chakra of life. Don't eliminate fully. You can't. Give a break. Go to the Guru. Get from him the Atma Vidya. Establish in the Atma Vidya. The fact of establishing Atma Vidya removes avidya. And obviously the avidya janita entire cycle of vasanas, kamana, karma phala, they all go away. वेदांत में जो कहते हैं सेम यहाँ कह रहे. When sattva shuddhi has happened, it led to vivekaja jnanam. The viveka jnanam is removed the adarshanam, the ignorance. When the ignorance is removed, the no chance for the uttara kleshaha. बाकी क्लेश आगे नहीं होंगे. When there are no kleshas, klesha bhavat, karma vipaka bhavaha. We are pushed by the karma, kleshas only, that we do karma. Or the klesha prompted actions only are called as karma, which bind us. है ना? अक्लिष्ट कर्म कर्म नहीं होते हैं, वो तो लीला होता है. तो क्लेश अभाव होने के कारण कर्म अभाव होने के कारण कर्म विपाक अभाव. कर्म विपाक अभाव मीन्स एब्सेंस ऑफ कर्म फल. कर्म संस्कार and that is leading to karma vipaka called karma phala, जिसमें जाति आयु भोग होता है. न्यू जन्म, लाइफ देयर एंड वैरायटी ऑफ भोग, ये सब नहीं होते. सो सत्व शुद्धि, विवेक ज्ञानम, removal of the adarshanam, removal of the disappearance of kleshas fully, therefore no karma vipaka. Sequence of sadhana. No karma vipaka means no samsara in the form of jatyayur bhoga. Then what happens thereafter? Charita adhikara cha etasyam avasyayam. Charita adhikarascha etasyam avastayam gunaha. At this time what happens? The trigunas also have become charita adhikara for the Purusha. Means what they have to do for the Purusha, they have done. The gunas have three things to do, because there are three guna. Rajo and Tamo guna have the job of binding us. सत्वगुण हैज द जॉब ऑफ गिविंग अस ज्ञानम एंड मोक्ष. तो जब तक हम साधक नहीं बने, द गुणास वर इन्फ्लुएंसिंग आवर चित्ता by creating rajotama. Once we become sadhaka, the sattva guna we made it predominant. Sattva guna, which you have just now saw, Shuddha Sattva, led to the Jnanam. Jnana led to the freedom from the kleshas. Because of no kleshas, no karma vibhaka. Up now इस स्थिति में what is the use of even सत्व गुण of the प्रकृति? No, therefore गुणों का काम हो गया, चरिताधिकार हो गया गुण. Their purpose is fulfilled. So गुणाः पुरुषस्य चरिताधिकारात्वात् एषस्याम् अवस्थायां गुणाः चरिताधिकाराश्च एतस्याम् अवस्थायां गुणाः न पुरुषस्य दृश्यत्वेन पुनः उपतिष्ठन्ते. That means what? The gunas go into their samyavastha, into the mula prakriti. They won't come in front of the purusha to be seen as drishya and then tempt the purusha. चरिताधिकार हो गया उनका, फिर वो अपने मूला प्रकृति में चला जाता है. तीनों गुण साम्य अवस्था में. At that time, the prakriti with three gunas is not there for the purusha to become as drishya and pull him down to the jiva bhava. वो नहीं है. इसलिए क्या कहते हैं उसको? तत्पुरुषस्य कैवल्यम. That state where the prakriti is not anymore an object of the purusha, the trigunas are not anymore the object of purusha, it is called kaivalya of purusha. But the prakriti continues for the other purushas. That's what they talk. वेदांत में कहते हैं एकमेवाद्वयं ब्रह्म. But यहाँ जब there is no more influence of prakriti on the purusha, because the prakriti is three gunas have charitadhikar ho gaye, they have gone into the mula prakriti. They are no more as a drushya vastu to the purusha to influence him. At that time purusha and purusha alone is there with himself. He is called as kevala sthita. Purusha is called as kaivalyam. At that level, the final beautiful thought is tada. At that time, Purushaha swarupa matra jyotihi amalaha kevali bhavati. He is swarupa matra jyotihi. He is in own self. That self is jyotis swarupaha, and that is amalaha, immaculate. There is no duality in it. Kevali bhavati. Kevala. Kevala is, as in our Vedanta Bhasha, without Sajati Vijati Swagata Veda. In Yoga Bhasha, Kevala means Prakriti is not there in front of him to become object of perception and influence him. Tada Purushaha Swarupa Matra Jyotihi Amalaha Kevali Bhavati. He is in his own Jyotis Swarupa Atma Kevala. This is called his Kaivalyam, Moksha. That is how this third pada told us. In this way, do sadhana to reach the Kaivalya sthita. Once, twice, thrice, 4, 5 times. When we do the study of it, then the clarity, the subtlety, everything comes. Any shastra, if you are at the highest level, in one go only we may catch everything. If not, we miss out many things which you can cover up in our repeated studies. तो सारे शास्त्र बार बार इसलिए पढ़ना पड़ता है. We, instead of studying one shastra many times, we are studying many shastras. That's the only difference. So in this way, we can say the third Vibhuti Padam of this 4 Padavala Patanjali Yoga Darshanam we have concluded. Tomorrow we'll do the synopsis of the whole Vibhuti Padam. मुझे मेरे लिए करना है और आप भी सुन लो. है तो 55 सूत्र, तो 2 दिन लगते होंगे before we enter into Kaivalya Padam. इति श्री पातंजले सांख्य प्रवचने योग शास्त्रे श्रीमद् व्यास भाष्ये विभूति पादः तृतीयः. सर्वं समस्त सांख्य योग आचार्य चरणारविंदार्पणमस्तु. थैंक यू. ओम शांति शांति शांति. चलो छोटा सा आरती करते हैं क्योंकि हो गया. इवन दो वी हैव द समराइजिंग ऑफ इट, सिनॉप्सिस ऑफ इट. एक दिन में हो गए तो एक दिन में, 2 है तो 2. ओम न तत्र सूर्यो भाति न चंद्र तारकं तस्य वासा सर्वमिदं विभाति. मंगलम गुरुदेवाय मने गुणात्मने सर्व साधनोपाय मंगलम. थैंक यू फ्रेंड्स. God bless you. Yes. Shubham. Don't miss any classes.